These are 9 cooking gadgets I bought from Tik, and I'm going to show you which ones are actually good and which ones are total duds. Let's get started. First up, we have this mini portable blender. This is supposed to be a powerful motor in a compact size. It's great for making smoothies, baby food, or crushing ice, and it was actually really well reviewed. So I thought, okay, let's test it out. I made a smoothie and this thing was going at it like crazy. But then, when I opened it up, my smoothie was still completely unblended. It was just kind of all over the place. And this thing is supposed to make smoothies, baby food, and crush ice. And yes, it did not crush that ice. The blades were really dumb. So I ended up taking it apart and putting it into my actual blender, and it worked pretty well. But I do want to think I would recommend this unless you already have a high-powered blender, because the motor on this thing is definitely weak. The next product is one that I've seen all over TikTok, and that is this multi-grater. This is supposedly an easy way to grate veggies or cheese with minimal hand movement. It works by placing your ingredients between these two posts and then rotating it until it's... I tried it with carrots, and it worked pretty well. It took a few passes, but it got the job done. However, when I went to grate some potatoes, I found that the shavings were very thin and watery. And then I realized that the blade was actually bent, so I wouldn't recommend this at all. If you're looking for something to grate potato, you can see it just doesn't work very well at all. Next, we have this egg separator. Now, I'm not usually one to spend money on kitchen gadgets, especially when it comes to something simple like separating eggs. So I was a little skeptical about this one. I mean, it's basically just a strainer with a handle and a spout. But after testing it out, I have to admit it works pretty well. It does separate the yolk from the whites quickly and easily. It's also dishwasher safe, which is always a plus. So if you frequently find yourself needing to separate eggs for cooking or baking, this could be a useful gadget to have in your kitchen arsenal. The next product is one that I've seen all over social media lately, and that is this stainless steel water bottle with a straw. Now, I love a good straw, and I'm always looking for ways to stay hydrated. So I was excited to try this out. It is basically just a fancy water bottle with a straw, but it has some cool features, like a time marker on the side to remind you to drink more water throughout the day. And I thought, okay, this might actually work and encourage me to drink more water. But unfortunately, it didn't really work like that. There were a few times where I was thirsty, and I grabbed this water bottle thinking I should probably drink some water, and then I drank straight from the spout. And overall, I'd say it's a decent water bottle. It keeps drinks cold pretty well, and the straw is nice. But as far as encouraging me to drink more water, it didn't do much. Next, we have this automatic soap and sanitizer dispenser. This is a rechargeable gadget that dispenses soap or sanitizer with just a quick gesture. No need to touch the dispenser. You just move your hand in front of it, and it will automatically dispense the soap or sanitizer. And it's perfect for use in the kitchen, bathroom, or office. Now I got this because I thought it would be a good way to keep my hands clean without having to touch a bunch of different surfaces. But unfortunately, every time I tried to use it, it would only dispense a tiny amount of soap or sanitizer. And then I realized that the sensor is actually really finicky, and sometimes it just doesn't work properly. So I'd say save your money and skip this one. This next product is one that I was really excited to try, and that is this avocado peeler. It's basically a tool that allows you to peel avocados without having to use a knife. And as someone who makes guacamole pretty often, I was definitely interested in seeing if this would save me some time and maybe even prevent me from cutting myself on those pesky avocado pits. Unfortunately, it just doesn't work very well at all. First off, it's really hard to get it to stick to the avocado. And then when you start trying to twist it, it just slips and slides all over the place. I ended up giving up and just using a knife. If you want to see how to easily open and pit an avocado, check out the video link below. The next gadget is this 3-in-1. It's basically a tool that allows you to turn vegetables like carrots and zucchini into noodles. I was really excited to try this because it's a really unique way to prepare vegetables, and it could be a fun addition to any kitchen. However, this thing is really hard to use. First off, the vegetable holder is really slippery, and it's hard to keep the vegetable in place while you trying to and then once you start cranking the handle, it's really hard to keep your fingers out of the way of the blades. I ended up just using a knife to cut the carrots and zucchini into noodles. It was faster and easier than trying to use this gadget. Plus, I didn't have to worry about getting my fingers cut off. This next product is one that I've even seen everywhere on TikTok, and that is this cordless electric kettle. It's a sleek, modern-looking kettle that can boil water in just a few minutes without the need for the power cord. It's convenient and it saves a lot of counter space. Now, this thing is super convenient. It boils water in just a few minutes and it's really easy to use. But I couldn't help but notice that it's pretty expensive for what it is. And then I realized there's actually a cheaper version on Amazon that looks almost identical. I ordered it, and it arrived, and it was exactly the same. It had the same features, and it boiled water just as quickly. It's definitely worth checking out if you're looking for a kettle, but I would definitely buy it on Amazon instead. The next product is one that I was a little skeptical about, but it turned out to be a real gem, and that is this silicone bakeware set. It has a set of reusable silicone baking dishes that can be used for everything, from cakes and pies to lasagna and more. They're made of high-quality silicone, and they have a non-stick coating, which makes them really easy to use and clean. These are really cool. They can be used for so many different types of dishes, and they're really easy to use. The non-stick coating means that you wouldn't have to use any type of pan spray or butter in order for your food to not stick. And they're also really easy to clean. Just pop them in the dishwasher or throw them in the oven. They can go up to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. And the best part is that they're reusable. So unlike disposable aluminum pans, you can use them over and over again. I highly recommend this product. It's definitely worth the money. And the last product is one that I was really excited to try. And that is this foldable silicone. This is basically a colander that you can fold up and stow away when you're really not using it. It is perfect for small spaces or for anyone who needs a little extra storage space in their kitchen. But unfortunately, it doesn't really work very well as a The holes are way too big and everything just falls through. And then when I went to fold it up, the silicone just kept poking out of the bottom, so it wouldn't actually fold up properly. It's definitely a dud in my opinion. That brings us to the end of our list. Which one of these products do you think was the most useful? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to see more videos like this one. Thanks for watching. See you next time.